Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Now, today I want to talk about the new legendaries that we might see in PL15. Yesterday we talked about the new epics that we might see in terms of legendaries going down. Today we're going to be talking about epics which I think are going to be going up in the new update. Now, by Friday, which should be about 24 hours from now, we will be given a master list, at least according to Hutch in their PL15 stream. We're going to be given a list of all the changes and then we can really start doing our homework and see what to plan for in the near future. I was really hoping that the PL15 would drop this week, but it seems like even though they said it's soon, PL15 is going to drop next week, the soonest. It could be the week after, which is kind of sad when you think about it. But anyway, these are my prediction increases. This is purely speculative, but I want to know how many I get right once we get the final master list. So let us begin with the RQ increases for epics, aka what new legendaries we're going to see in PL15. So over here, we can see that there are going to be 48 epics that are going to decrease. Those are 48 new ultra rares, by the way, and 13 new epics, which are going to be 13 new legendaries. So these are the ones I'm going to be talking about today. Let's talk about the 13 epics I think are going up. So the first one, without a shadow of a doubt, is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 8 FQ400. Jojo, what are you doing? Jojo, come here. Everyone say hi to Juju, by the way. Juju. Can the camera pick you? Juju. Here. I've always wanted to do this. Juju, give me your arms. Okay, she doesn't want to be lifted up that high. Yeah, everyone say hi to Juju. She's such a cutie. I really want a dog. I really want a dog. I've wanted one for years. This is my friend's dog. I'm just dog sitting her. She's a cute little puppy. You're only 4 months old, aren't you, Juju? But you're really quiet. You're really quiet. Juju. Alright, I'm gonna get you back down. There you go, be free. But yeah, first one's going to be the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 8 prize car. 100% is going to go legendary. I think the RQ will stay the same from 89 to 89. It's just that the rarity is going to change from epic to legendary. Second one is going to be the Audi RS6 Avant. Same situation over here. I think the RQ is going to stay the same. It's going to go from 86 to 86. I know it's 85 in the picture, but it's an outdated photo. It's 86 in the game right now. And I think it'll go from epic to legendary. It's got really good MRA, 95.35. 0 to 60 is pretty weak though, but at least the top speed is high. It's not 155, as we will see later in another car. The third epic I think is going up is of course my baby. I really want this. The Chevrolet Camaro Z011LE. It's got a 3.5 0 to 60 and 90 handling, so it is similar to the Corvette Z06, but unlike the Corvette Z06, it handles better and it's got way better MRA, about 12 more MRA. So 92.88. I think it's going to go from 85 to 85 from epic to legendary. Next up on the list is going to be the Banana. I mean, everyone knows the Banana is going to go legendary as well. I think this car would look good as a legendary. With the, that legendary gold and the banana yellow. That being said, purple and yellow go really well together as well anyway. 96.97 MRA, 89 handling, 3.70 to 60 and a high top speed. I think that it will definitely go to legendary. Now the fifth epic I think is going up. This one's a bit controversial, but not as controversial as the car that we're going to see after the next one. It's the Audi S8 Plus. Personally, 83, bit high for this car. I think it's gonna go legendary for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went from 83 to 81, something like that. It's got a low 0 to 60 and 4-wheel drive. And that's all it has going for it. The Audi S8 Plus only has 3.30 to 60 and 4-wheel drive. The handling is crap and the top speed isn't that good. MRA isn't very strong either, but at least the 3.30 to 60, okay, that's very impressive to be fair. And Hutch loves to overinflate RQ for 4-wheel drive cars. They do that for cars with high top speeds, and that's going to change in PL15, but it looks like the 4-wheel drive thing still gonna be a problem. Next is the Caterham Superlight R500. This is gonna go from epic to legendary as well. RQ82 to RQ82. We know this already. This has been confirmed in the PL15 live stream. It doesn't have 92.49 MRA. Take the MRA out of it. The MRA is fake. Okay, the MRA that came over from well, what did I copy paste this from? 92.4. Oh, I know what I copy pasted this from. Yeah, this one. This car actually has 92.49 MRA. Now this one I think isn't going to go from the same RQ to the same RQ. I think it's going to go from RQ 83 to 80 RQ, a borderline epic, but borderline legendary, but it'll stay legendary nonetheless. It's got a good MRA, 92.49 MRA, and it's got 4-wheel drive, and that's it. The 0 to 60 is weak, and the top speed is really poor as well. I mean, if you're going to have good MRA, you're going to need a high top speed to complement that. So unfortunately, this car just isn't, it's just a worse. It's a way worse Audi RS6. I think it's going to be a borderline epic. With that handling, definitely a borderline epic. I mean, borderline legendary, sorry. So RQ80. Then we move on to the epics, which aren't in the RQ80 plus rank. So the first one is going to be the Mazda Furai. I know the name's kind of you know, blurred over there because I'm overlaying these pictures over another. But the Mazda Furai, this one has been confirmed. We know that this is going to go up in RQ, which means it's going to go legendary. I think it's going to get +2 up to RQ81. It's got a ridiculously low 0 to 60 of 3.5 seconds, and the handling is insane. 92 stock means 102 when you max it out. Combined with a really low 0 to 60, this is legendary status for sure. Next car on the list is going to be another epic. I think a lot of us know that is going to go legendary. It's the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo X. Robin said earlier on, like a couple weeks ago, that every Evo is going up in RQ, and well, since there are 2 Evos at 79, the only way going up is also a new rarity. I think that the Lancer Evo 10 is going to go up to RQ82 with an RQ increase of +3. It just clicks all the right marks. It's got 4-wheel drive and medium ground clearance. It's got 88 handling and 3.90 to 60 Audi. Take notes. This is a really good car. I mean, like, it doesn't have MRA, but it's fine. It's not like it has a high top speed. So you know, the thing is, MRA and top speed, they need to go hand in hand, right? You can't have one without the other. So that's why the Audi RS7 Sportback is a little bit of a handicap in my opinion. Next up is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9 FQ360. Once again, we know it's going up in RQ, so it's going to go up in rarity since the 79. I think it's going to get +2 to 81. It has always been just the worst version of the Evo 10. These two cars don't deserve to be the same RQ. The only thing that the Evo 9 has is that it's got the 59 MRI. It's got 4 more MRI. That's it. Like, the thing is, the problem with this car is that it just handles less and it's going to lose everywhere else. So, unfortunately, the Lancer Evo 9 Mr. FQ360, I think it's going to go legendary, but it's definitely not going to be the same RQ as the Evo 10. Now, 3 more to talk about is going to be the MG Metro 6R4 Clubman. This one I think will get an RQ increase of +1 from 79 to 80. It's got 82 MRA, which is pretty strong. It also has 85 handling, which is good for a 4-wheel drive off-road tire car with medium ground clearance. 0 to 60 isn't too bad either. Definitely an overpowered epic. I think it's a good place to put it in the legendary collection. Okay, next up on the list is going to be the TVR Tuscan race car. I think this will get a +1 as well from 79 to 80. It's just a little bit too good now, isn't it? It's lightweight. It's got a high top speed. The 0 to 60 isn't too strong, but that doesn't really matter because it has a really good MRA and high top speed, so it's going to be great for half mile and above. And that's not to say that the 0 to 60 is weak. It's not the strongest thing in the world, definitely the weakest thing about the car, but you have to look at everything else. Like the car, everything else about the car is incredibly strong. So, you know, the top speed is high, 99 handling, 102 MRA, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, this thing is like a banana, but it's honestly better than the banana, or very similar to the banana. So, the Tuscan race car is a very strong car. I think it's going to go up to legendary. In fact, I think the banana is going to go down in RQ. I think the banana is going to stay legendary, but it won't be 84, maybe 82 or something like that. And then next up, the last one of the epics going up to legendary is going to be the Chevrolet Corvette Z06 Lingenfelter. I think it's going to go from RQ77 to RQ80 with an increase of +3. Main reason is because this car is due for a change. Now, I know there are a bunch of other epics that are probably due for stat changes that I may not be aware of, and if you know any of them, let me know down in the comments below. But for as far as I know, the Lingenfelter is due for a massive change. The 0 to 60 is wrong. It should get a 0 to 60 decrease of about 3.6 seconds and an MRA boost. Right now it has 85 MRA. It should have more than that, to be honest, like 95 at least. So couple that with a lower 0 to 60, a high top speed of over 200 miles per hour, and strong handling. I wouldn't say it's the best. 88, then it will be really strong, but 87 is still respectable. You got yourself a pretty good legendary, I would say. So RQ80 is a good place to put it. Now, the next one I want to talk about are the prediction increases for the ultra rare category. So these are going to be the new epics coming in to PL15. Now this one was hard, okay, because so for ultra rares, 49 ultra rares are going to super rare, so 49 are decreasing, 21 are going to epic, 21 are increasing. The problem is, right, I can't think of 21 ultra rares going up in RQ. I literally cannot, okay? So hear me out over here. Let's talk about the XENOS real quick, okay? So the XENOS, we saw this in the PL15 live stream, is going to remain as an ultra rare. And with an ultra rare, it has 4.50 to 60 and 88 handling, I can assume that this is a pretty lightweight car with no top speed, okay? So here's the thing. For a lot of people that think that the 340R might go epic because it's so overpowered, that may not be true, because you compare the XENOS E10 to the Lotus 340R, and they are ridiculously close in terms of top speed, in terms of handling, and in terms of 0 to 60. The XENOS E10 actually has the better stats. It might be the Lotus 340R killer, but I do believe that the Lotus 340R is going to be the lighter among the two cars. So the Lotus 340R is still going to win the slalom, but the XENOS E10 might be the better twisty car. That might be a new Blossom choice right there. So if the XENOS E10 remains an Ultra at RQ63, I think that the Lotus 340R at most is going to get boosted up to RQ62, if not join RQ63 with the XENOS as well. So the 340R is not going to go epic, and that means that all other twisty Ultras are most likely not going to go epic as well. I'm looking at the Lotus Exige S2 in particular. So let us move on now. RQ increases. So this kind of pissed me off. Subaru Legacy STI S402 going up to epic. Why the hell is this going epic? Hey, I'm back. Yeah, so my dog, well, not really my dog. I wish it was my dog though, but yeah, Juju just pissed all over the floor. So had to clean that up real quick. You know what? About 2 hours ago, she shat on my floor as well. Oh man, I got the pee pad. I have the pee pad over there. She's still pissed on the floor. I guess she just wants to claim her territory. You know what, Juju, you can do that once. Okay, you can do that once. But anyway, I'm back. I think I was in the middle of ranting in between the Subaru Legacy STI. Yeah, this thing just pisses me off. Why the hell is this going epic? I really don't understand. It's not a good car. Like, it's not bad, okay? Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but like, it definitely was a very RQ64 car. Especially if the Evo 4 went up, this would have been like a very RQ64 car. I don't understand why the Subaru Legacy is going up to 65. That makes no sense to me. It actually, I saw this in the live stream and I was just like, what the hell? But I wasn't really like, what the hell? Because I was really sick when I was watching the live stream yesterday. So I was just in bed. I was just like, oh, what? But anyway, yeah, this doesn't make any sense to me, but we can use this as a guideline. It's a freebie as well of one of the 21 new epics from Ultra going up in RQ. So number one is going to be this. Still, someone tell me why it's 65 with a 5.90 to 60, 84 handling, 75.64 MRA. This doesn't make any sense to me, man. The second one is going to be the Subaru Impreza WRX 300. Now, the only thing I can say is that if this freaking car is going to go up to epic, then the Subaru Impreza WRX 300 should go to epic too. Because the fact of the matter is, the Subaru Impreza WRX 300 is the better car. And we're back. Juju! She keeps making noises. Like, hopefully the mic doesn't pick it up, but it's like really subtle noises, you know what I mean? But anyway, what was I talking about? I took a pretty long break to go do it because I told you she pissed on my floor. But anyway, yeah, the Subaru Legacy STI 402. The thing is, right, if this Ultra Rare is going to go up in RQ, then it only makes sense that the car that's actually better than it goes up in RQ as well, being the Subaru Impreza WRX 300. I mean, to be honest, like, at the end of the day, I don't think both of these Ultras should go up to epic, but hey, you do you, I guess. If the other 64 is going up, this has to go up. So by right, I guess we'll get a +3, 62 to 65, because it's got a way lower 0 to 60. I mean, 5.9 to 5.6 is night and day. I know that there's a big MRA difference, but it's not like a car with 75 MRA and 150 top speed. Vitesse is going to be known as a dragster anyway. It handles a little better by 1, but a 0.30 to 60 difference doesn't make any sense for a 2 RQ difference, 64 to 62. So I think both of them should go up to 65. Now, the Subaru Legacy definitely is also going to go up, right, Juju? It's going to go up, right? This Subaru Legacy VW is definitely going to go up to epic as well. From 64 to 67, might even be higher than that. It might even hit 70, honestly. It's got no MRA, not a high top speed. That doesn't really matter because it's got that combination of 4-wheel drive standard tires, medium ground clearance, a low-ish 0 to 60, and great handling. Now, moving up next is obviously the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 4. Now, the thing is, right, if those two freaking Subarus are going to go up in RQ, then the Subaru Lancer Evo 4 is going to go up in RQ as well, and higher than both of the Subarus that we mentioned earlier. So, I think that the Evo 4 is going to go from RQ64 to 69, giving it a plus of +5, or an increase of +5. I mean, this car needs no introduction. It's freaking OP. And then we have the Lancia 037 Rally. This car is definitely going up in RQ. One of the best ultra rares in the game, if not the best ultra rare in the game. It's great for the on-road. It's great for the off-road. It has medium ground clearance. It handles pretty well. And it has a low 0 to 60 to boot. Off-road tires and medium ground clearance. Yes, Juju, you're shaking a lot. Do you want to go down now? Are you going to whine if I bring you down? I'm recording, but you don't know that I'm recording, do you? Cutie? Cutie? Oh, the camera doesn't even pick her up anymore because she's like, she's chilling. Wait, hold on. Let me just bring the camera down so you can see Juju. Is this, no, you still can't see her. I need to bring it down even more. How low is this camera gonna go? Hi, Juju. Can you see yourself in the camera? Can you see yourself in the camera? Okay, moving on now from the Lancia. The next ultra I think is going to go up in RQ is going to be the Suzuki C2. I think the Suzuki C2 is going to get an increase of +5 from RQ 61 to 66. It's not the best MRI in the world, but that doesn't really matter. It's a super lightweight car, 4.10 to 60 with 82 handling. So the main thing about this car is that really low 0 to 60 coupled with handling that isn't the worst in the world. It's not great, don't get me wrong, but it's enough, I would say, for that combination of 0 to 60 weight and handling to be a low RQ epic. Last but not least is going to be the Chevrolet Colorado. Now the Chevrolet Colorado, I can see this going up to epic from 64 to 66. I mean, the thing is, handling is such an important factor when it comes to off-road. So this has really good handling, 74 handling. It even had better handling back in the day. It used to have 76 stock, now it's 74 stock, which is still really, really strong. 4-wheel drive, off-road tires with high ground clearance, ridiculously strong car. Now we enter the crackhead zone. These are ultra rares which to be completely honest, I can't see going up to epic. So when they said that there are 21 epics going up in RQ, 21 ultra rares going up in RQ, 2 epics, I was like, there's absolutely no way. Because after the 7 cars that I showed you, I can't think of any other ultra rare that deserves to go out to epic. So this is the crackhead zone, okay? These are basically ultra rares where I think they'll go up to epic if they get significant RQ changes. So oh god, it's like I'm holding a baby over here. Yes, Juju? Yes? Do you want to go down? You're gonna whine when I go down because you want me to hold you, don't you? You're gonna stay up for a little longer, okay? We have the Donkey D8 Cosworth. Now, one thing that always confused me is that these dongs, right? These ultra dongs, they handle so freaking badly. It doesn't make any sense compared to their epic counterparts, because their epic counterparts for the dongs handle incredibly well. We're talking about like 88, 89. So why are you telling me that the ultra rares are like hitting 81, sometimes even 78 or something like that? Which is, it doesn't make any sense to me. So I think that there's a handling issue with this car over here. Okay, you want to go down now, Juju? Don't whine, okay? I'm gonna set you down, okay? Okay? There you go. Be free. Okay, Donkavore D8 Cosworth. I think that this can go epic if it remains at 0 to 60 stats. It keeps its MRA stats and it gets a handling boost. If it goes up to RQ 86 or if the handling goes up to 86 or 85, then I can see this car bumping up to an RQ 67 epic. But it requires a handling increase for me to even think that it will go up to epic. The next one's going to be the Ford Edge Sport. Once again, yeah, I can see it going to epic if it gets high ground clearance. So that's another car, which would be number 9. And then for number 10, it would be the Dodge Powerbox. Now, this one I've been talking about for a very long time. It's due for off-road tires. Look at the picture. It literally has off-road tires. So if the Powerbox finally gets off-road tires in PL15, then yeah, I can see this going to epic. It'll be a slightly weaker Colorado because it has better 0 to 60 but lower handling, not by much, 74 to 72. So I think that it will go up to RQ65, giving it an increase of +6 and then 11 more. Like after that, I couldn't think of any other ultra rare. Like 21 ultra rares going up in RQ. Are you serious right now? Are you actually serious? I can't think of anything else. If you can think of any other ultra rare that's gonna go up in RQ, let me know down in the comments below, because there are 11 that needs to fill up the slot. But for now, I can't think of anything. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. As you can tell, I feel a lot better compared to yesterday already. I still need to rest early though, get a lot of sleep. So I'm probably going to go to bed after I edit this video and post it. But that is going to be what my predictions are going to be for the epics moving up to legendaries and for the ultra rares moving up to epics. Well, half of the out trailers moving up to epics. I can't think of 11. I can't think of 21 in total. You tell me, man. You look at the out trailers and you tell me, because like I said at the start of the out trailers section, if you're telling me that the 340R and all the other twisty counterparts are staying at out rare, because I can't see the 340R going epic if the XENOS is an out rare. I mean, look at these. I mean, the XENOS is actually better on paper. It's just that the 340R is lighter. At least I assume it's lighter. Then I can't think of any other twisty out rare that's OP that will move up to epic if the 340R is not going to do so. So that's going to be it for today. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions or any insights. But I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville
Pontiac.
Hold tight all night, cruise to Jacksonville
Atlantic.
Blonde hair, don't care, look like Leslie Brooks. Pin up girls everywhere with the drop dead look. Swing it side to side